Hi everyone, on the higher time frame I'm looking for this A, B, C in this yellow B, which still looks unfinished to me because I am looking for a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and wave 4 to me would then be an expanded flat before then moving to the upside and then go down for wave C to finish. This is currently my preferred scenario on the higher time frame. If you want to know more scenarios, make sure to check out the card that is popping in the screen on the right top side right now, which is a video where I explain about 5 high time frame scenarios. So this is what I'm looking for. Now the question is, if this is an expanded flat, are we now going to the downside with the move that we see over here and go towards the target area for wave 4 before then 5 up? Or can we expect another move to the upside before going down to this area? On a lower time frame, I have a couple of scenarios that I want to talk to you about. The first scenario is a scenario that you have seen me put on the chart the last couple of videos basically, which is this W, X, Y, X, Z. So we have a W, X, Y, then some sort of an X which is still unfinished, and then go down for Z. Now there's 2 arguments for me that this now became my alternative count and not my preferred count. The first argument is that if this is wave X, which has to consist of some corrective pattern, which in this case would then be a expanded flat, because then this is an A, this should be a B, and this is a C, then wave B is unusually, very unusually deep compared to A. So if this is the starting point of A, this is the high of A, then this is the low of B, and then we expect C up, then B is super low, because the usual target for a wave B in an expanded flat is this area that you see on the chart right now. So the yellow and the orange line, the 1.236 and the 1.38 Fibonacci. But as you can see, we pushed through massively to the downside, not respected at all. So that makes this scenario to me very, well, alternative, let's say. It's definitely not my preferred scenario. So instead, actually right after my latest video, I think not even 15 minutes after the video, I thought, hey, wait a minute, I have another scenario, which is this one. So in this scenario, we have wave X over here, and then wave Z could be, that's the question, could be finished. So then we have a W, X, Y, and then in the X over here, we have this expanded flat. So we have an X followed by this move to the downside, a nice 3-wave move in the Z with a triangle in the B, which to me is very nice. Besides the fact that what I also really like is on the 1-hour time frame, the 1-to-1 trend-based fib extension is super well respected. Look at this. Very well respected. No candle closing at the moment below the 1-to-1, and that is the 1-to-1 that is pulled from the high of X to the low of A to then the high of E. So basically this last move is then like this. It's like an A, B, C, and then this would be the Z. Now the triangle gives it away that this is, you know, the triangle can only be in a wave B, a wave X, in a wave 4, or a triangle can exist in a wave Y of a WXY or wave Z of a WXYXZ. In this case, I think the triangle fits perfectly in a wave B. So this is definitely my preferred scenario, which now means that if this is indeed my preferred scenario, then wave Z could be in, because that's the question. I mean, based on the Fibonacci trend-based fib extension, the most common target of an ABC is the 1-to-1, which looks like it's very well respected. So it would be nice to finish here. Besides the fact we also hit my target box over here, so it would quite, you know, there's some nice support, so it would be a nice ending, I suppose, for this scenario before then moving up for a little bit more upside. And that is also what I'm looking for when I think of the structure that we have in front of us, because that is a more bullish scenario, right? So the bullish scenario is basically WXYXZ is in, and now I'm looking for more upside before more downside. So then this becomes an A, B, C, which then leads to, remember, on the higher time frame, which leads to finishing the wave 4. So this is what I am looking for. This is my preferred scenario on this lower time frame. So I would then be looking for, of course, some sort of upside, where the target for this upside is then, this is an A, this is B, and then we have C. So, oh, that's actually not true. This is not an A, B, C. Of course, this, well, it is, but I don't want to confuse you guys. So this is then A, B, C, and then we move to the downside, because then this is an A, B, C. That's how it goes, okay? Sorry, I don't have the counts on my charts. It might, of course, be easier for me to actually put some stuff on the charts. I always like to keep my charts very clean. I hope you noticed. I don't like too many lines and whatnot on my charts. That's not really how I do Elliott wave counting. But this is the lower time frame, and then this is an A, this is the B, and then this is the C. So this is then what it looks like, and then we have the high time frame count over here, right? So then this, and then this is wave 4. So basically what we then have is that we have an A, we have the B, we have the C finishing here, which would then finish wave 4, and locally inside this B wave, so we have A, B, right? Inside the B wave, you need some sort of a 3-wave structure. But this is very impulsive, looks like a 5-wave to me. Now this is very corrective, which is great, and I would then hope, because you know, you don't know what's going to happen with price. No one knows what's going to happen with the price. But then I would expect this to be some sort of a 3-wave move structure to finish B and then come down for a C wave. So then this is an A, B, C, which is the blue count, before eventually going down. So that is what I'm looking for. Let me clean up the chart again just a little bit. There we go. So that is what I'm looking for. That is definitely my preferred scenario, and it would fit very nicely in the higher time frame scenario where wave 4 is not yet finished. Another reason that I have quite some difficulty to find a count that goes to the downside, like basically as an impulse, is because we took the high. So we took this high, and this is an impulsive move, right? That's what it looks like. And I know that many people also have this whole impulsive move as a like 1, 2, and then a 3, 4, 5. They have it labeled like this, right? The problem is, if we want to move to the downside impulsively, we are looking for a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? But if we look at this structure, it looks very corrective. It doesn't look impulsive at all. Besides the fact this can never be a wave 2, because we took the highs over here. So we wicked above those highs before then moving down. So that means that we're in some kind of corrective structure, which in my opinion then is the WXYXZ. And because of that, of course the invalidation for my scenario, by the way, the invalidation of this scenario is taking the low of 4 over here at 21.4K. So the moment price is moving to the downside and takes this low, it is invalidated. However, price can still move down, and I have another target box over here, which is the blue one, at about, what is this, 21.9 to 21.7K, which also includes the 886 Fibonacci. Let me put the level on over here. So the 886 is inside this target area as well. The only reason I mean, it wouldn't really be that nice if price comes that deep. However, a wave C, if this is an A, B, C in the Z, so we have an A, B, C. Another target for wave C, which is more rare, but it still works, is the 1.618, which of course is a target we almost wicked into, and it's not even close to the target box. But hey, if it is mega impulsive, maybe you wick in the target box and come back up. It's not really something I would like to see. But just know that the 886 can be a target before moving up. But in the scenario that I have now, it looks pretty finished. But yeah, if this is then a 4 and people have this as a 5, I struggle to find a count to the downside because it just looks very corrective and it doesn't feel like it's going to move below the low of 4. But hey, we don't know what's going to happen with Elliott waves or with price action. Maybe this is some sort of an A, B, and then we are in a move to the downside, which then is a C. So we have this as an A, a B, and then, well, C somewhere down here. Then the target for this wave C is going to be, well, let's put the extension on, is either going to be, well, the one that usually an ABC is, by the way, ending at the 1-to-1, but as you can see, we already passed the 1-to-1. The next potential target for a wave C in this case is the most common area, which is the 1.618, which is actually the most common area is between the 1.618 Fibonacci and the 1.618 trend-based Fib extension. So if I do this and then I put the 1.618 on, then you can see they're almost at the same price. So this is another, like this is the most common target for a wave C, in case this is an A, B, and then some sort of a C. This is a very important target. And the extended target for a wave C is the 2.618 at 20.2K right there. The problem I have with this wave C is basically the triangle that we had over here. And I just mentioned in what kind of waves triangles can exist. And if this is a wave 1, wave 1, then a 2. If this is a wave 3 to the downside, and then this is some sort of a 1, 2, and then 3, 4, 5, the problem I have is a triangle cannot appear in a wave 2. So then this has to be wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we would still expect a correction to at least correct these 5 waves. But then again, if this is a triangle, in Elliott waves you have the rule of alternation where wave 2 and wave 4 are, well, quite similar, let's say. And the problem I have is that if this is a wave 1, 2 and this is 3, 4, then 4 is very long compared to 2, which doesn't match. So yeah, it's quite difficult to find a count, honestly, that is very bearish and is going to take the low of 4. But then again, we don't know what happens. We need more price action, more information to create better expectations. And maybe the probabilities will change between the bullish and the bearish count. So that being said, again, this is my preferred count. And this is currently what I'm looking for. I'm looking for wave Z to end. So either this wick is the end or we might still come down to end it then. And then I'm looking for some sort of a move to the upside before then finishing this wave 4 on the bit like higher time frame. So that being said, thanks for watching this video. I really appreciate you checking this this update out, and I wish you a great morning, great evening, or a great afternoon. And I do like to say, by the way, that I will not make a video at 1 p.m. because I will be speaking at an event, so I won't be there. That being said, you can expect a video at 7 p.m. tonight. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you at 7 p.m. tonight. Bye bye.